here is everything you need to know about the 2021 BMW X3 M40i. Denver. I'm a client advisor here at Parkview BMW in Toronto, Canada, and today I'm going to show you everything you need to know about the 2021 BMW X3 M40i. I'm going to give you a detailed walk around that you've never seen before. I'm going to go through every single standard feature on this vehicle. I'm going to show you what every single button does. I'm going to break down all of the additional options you can get, all of the packages, Premium Enhanced package, the Advanced Driver's Assist package, and the Ultimate package. I'm also going to go through the one-off features that you can add in, like ventilated seats. And then I'm going to show you guys the technical specs and also the ordering guide, so you can see exactly what the prices are for these additional options and packages, how to spec out your vehicle, what all of the paint options and all the interior options are. Let's get into it. Before I hop into everything, make sure you absolutely like this video, as it does help me with YouTube's algorithm, helps me get this video out there. Now, before I hop into the detailed walk around this vehicle, I want to tell you guys about the differences between the 2020 model and now the new 2021 X3 M40i. The first thing that changed is it did receive a price increase of $2,500. That means the starting MSRP for this vehicle is $66,250. The next update they did is they took away with the leatherette. Now the Vernasca leather is a standard feature for the M40i. The next item they took away is the CD player. So now there is no CD player available at this vehicle at all. The only other change they did was they changed the wireless charging tray, which used to be a one-off feature or part of the Ultimate package, and they brought that down to be part of the Premium Essential and Premium Enhanced packages, which is really good because I think everybody deserves a wireless charging tray without having to individually order it or go with an Ultimate package, which means a lot more of the in-showroom or the in-stock units are going to have the wireless charging tray added on. Now, you will find with the M40i edition, it does come with a lot of standard features on it that were optional on the lower end 30i, which was the 4-cylinder turbo. We now have the bigger 6-cylinder engine in this with the B58 pushing out 383 horsepower. It also comes standard with all the M Sport items that you would have gotten with a M Sport package on the 30i, which is going to include the front bumper, the rear bumper, high gloss black window surrounds, high gloss black roof rails, as well as the M Sport brakes, M Sport wheels, M Sport steering wheel, M Sport trim on the inside. Basically everything that was part of the M Sport package on the 30i is now standard for the M40i. One other addition they added to the 2021 model is the fact that you can now get red M Sport brakes instead of the blue. So now you have an option between the standard blue M Sport brakes and the red M Sport brakes that are now available only on a 2021 M model. So if you see a X3 M40i with the red brake calipers, you instantly know it's a 2021 or newer model. Okay, so let's start at the front of the BMW X3 M40i. First thing you're going to notice is the cerulean gray kidney grills. This is individual only for the M40i. If you were getting a 30i variant, you could either have the chrome one or the high gloss black kidney grills. High gloss black is an option on the M40i, but this one, the standard feature is going to be the cerulean gray. Now, in between your grill, these are active air vents. So when the engine needs cooling, it's going to open up these vents in behind. Cold air is going to go through. You're going to get a benefit of better aerodynamics, so better fuel efficiency. And then in the winter time, the engine is going to get up to operating temperature faster and get you guys heat inside the cabin a lot faster than it used to. So not only is it more thermal efficient, as well as wind and coefficient drag efficiency. So basically better fuel economy, and it's active there for you. Below the cerulean gray, you will notice this is the M Sport bumper. So if you were to get a 30i with the M Sport package, it would look similar to this. This one is finished in the carbon black, which is only available on the M40i or an X3 with the M Sport package. I absolutely love this color. At nighttime, it's like a black. In the sun and light, it's like a really dark navy blue. It's kind of this two-tone metallic paint with a really dark blue hue underneath the black. On the bottom, you also have your honeycomb grille pattern, and then another cerulean gray insert here on the side. Right above that, you have your LED fog lights, and then above that, standard on the M40i compared to the 30i is the adaptive LED headlights. On the lower end 30i model, you had to go all the way to the Ultimate package or an individual edition, but for the 40i, these are now standard. And then coming down below, you do have a honeycomb, but then look, there's just kind of no, that's not actually a real vent. It just plastic blocks off, and there's nothing actually there to cool anything down. There's a little hole in here. I believe that's for the air temperature, so that it always knows what the temperature is outside. There's a little sensor behind that hole. And then coming over, you have proximity sensors here. Standard feature for the 40i, where it's going to sense the distance, park distance control system, going to sense anything in front of you, letting you know on your screen if you're getting close to anything, with proximity sensors that are going to pop up on the infotainment screen, let you know, green, yellow, red, how close you're getting, as well as an acoustic sound. You can change the volume on up or down depending on how your sensitivity is to that. That's pretty much everything on the front end. Let's move around to the side and check out all the standard features there. All right, so let's talk about the standard features on the side of the X3 M40i. First thing I'm going to start with is these 21-inch M Sport 718 style wheels. I absolutely love these. They're my favorite pairing for the M40. You can get 2 additional options. These ones come standard with the performance run flat tires. You can get optional 19-inch rims, or the only option to get with the all-season run flat tires. That way in the wintertime, you don't need to be changing out to winter tires, because these tires are not rated for anything under 7 degrees. So I highly recommend getting a set of winter tires if you're gonna have performance tires. The other one is a 1500 additional add-on you can get for another 21-inch wheel. It's the individual wheel. It's a little bit of a cooler design that you can get. That one's also going to be paired with the performance run flat tires. Now inside your rim, you're also going to have a tire pressure monitoring system on each wheel, so you always know what your temperatures are. If you do get a puncture or a flat, it's going to let you know inside. They are on run flats, so you can go up to 80 kilometers driving to your local dealership to get that fixed and repaired. Inside the wheels, you will notice the M Sport brakes. These ones do have the blue calipers, but new for 2021, you can get the optional red calipers, which I believe is an extra $250 charge, but we'll dive into all the prices and everything like that near the end of this video. The reason I love these 718 style wheels is because they come in the cerulean gray that matches the grille at the front, the badges at the back, and of course the side view mirror here is also matching in that cerulean gray. Now inside the mirror, you're also going to have auto dimming mirrors, heated mirrors, and your blind spot monitoring system. So there's a small triangle in here that lights up orange, somebody's in your blind spot, and just like all the other safety systems like the pre-collision system, the lane keep assist, everything like that is going to be customizable to how you want it to react. The steering wheel intervention, the steering wheel vibration, everything can be customized to how you want on your driver profile. Another thing that's a standard feature with BMWs, if you have 2 drivers in the household, you can have 2 different driver profiles. So no matter what settings you have, it'll automatically adjust to the next person. When they unlock their key fob, their seat moves, their mirror moves, all the radio controls and the safety systems, everything programs in on their driver profile. So you never have to be fighting over seat positions or anything, because each person will get their own driver's profile. Just behind the wheel, you do have a small M logo. That's also a standard feature with the cerulean gray air vent. Although looking in, poking my finger in here, it doesn't look like it's an actual active air vent. It looks more like it's for styling. Gives it a nice aggressive look, but I think it lacks a little bit of functionality. And then down below on your side skirts, on the 30i, you'd normally have them in satin aluminum, would be here, but with the M40, you have it standard where it paints it the same body color as the vehicle. So this one's carbon black. Also the trim on top of the front wheel, on the 30i, this would normally be black plastic trim. On the 40i, it comes painted no matter what color the vehicle is. You also get high gloss block window surround and standard black roof rails, which were previously not standard on the 30i, and the 30i would have satin aluminum trim around the window as well. At the back wheel, you do have a floating caliper, helps integrate with the electronic parking brake system and the auto hold feature for when you're at a red light or stop sign. You're also gonna get a standard alarm system, so as soon as you click that lock button, it's gonna chirp. You're gonna get a full alarm system built in with a little red flashing light, so everybody knows that your alarm is activated. You also are gonna get the sun glazing protection or window tint on the rear windows to give you some privacy and protect you from the sun's UV rays. Now, at the back of the X3 M40i, you are going to have the M40i badge also matching in the cerulean gray. Your X3 logo on the left is going to be matching in the cerulean gray. And then down below, you do have more of a hex, more like a rectangle design tailpipe. Kind of tails off to a point over here compared to the 30i where you just have 2 circles on either side. Of course, this is the M Sport rear bumper. Interesting to note, on the X3 compared to the 3 Series, this tailpipe is actually attached to the exhaust muffler and not the bumper, which is pretty cool. And then above that, you do have your proximity sensors, pairs in with the front sensors so that when you're backing up, you know anything that's around you. Do have a rear wiper and your tail lights at the back. Right above that, you have your shark fin for your antenna. And then right below your BMW logo, you have a small rear view camera here, as well as a small button to open up the trunk. All the trunks on the X3 are going to be standard with the power option here. I'll come back when I get behind the camera. I'll dive in and show you guys everything on the inside of the trunk. The main thing I want to focus here on is you have two buttons to control the power trunk, where one will just close it and the other one will close and lock it. So if you get the last grocery out of the back, you can just press the button. It's going to close the trunk, lock all the doors, fold in the mirrors for you, and you're good to go. You also have LED tail lights with a two-step braking feature. So under normal conditions, you'll have just your regular lights, but if you are applying a lot of pressure to your brake system, say you're emergency braking somebody in front of you, it's going to have two stages, so it'll be bright and then even brighter when you're applying a lot of pressure, so warn the people behind you that you're braking extremely fast. Okay, now I've gone around and I've showed you guys all these standard features that come on the exterior of the X3 M40i. Now I'm going to hop behind the camera and show you guys on the inside what all the standard features are. All right, so let's go over the standard features on the inside. Like I promised, let's start at the trunk here. Now inside the trunk area, all of our new cars, we store the carpet mats here. We don't install these till delivery day so they don't get dirty. With the M40i, you do get some little M colors there, which is pretty cool. You're also going to get this privacy cover. Pulls back, goes into notches on the side, and then protect any luggage or anything you have in the back. If you wanted to, you could disconnect it just by pressing that button there. It'll pop out, and then you're going to get a storage compartment at the back here, so you can set in your privacy coverage right down here, which is a nice improvement over the last generation, because the last generation you'd be taking it out, you had nowhere to put it, you had to put it in the garage. With this generation, it's very nice, tucks away right there. And then you also get a storage compartment there, because we do not have spare tires, we only offer run flat tires, and allows you to get a little storage compartment for, you know, your rubber mats, for the winter time, summer mats, put an umbrella. My dad always says you can keep a blanket in the car in case of the winter accident or something like that. Anything you want, you just got a storage compartment down here for it. You also have some ties down here for the side for any child seats or any tie downs or anything, which are movable. Have a strap that you can tuck something up against. Little part of the, I'll come back to that, part of the storage compartment package, so I'll come back to that. You are going to get a little pop out there, a little hook. Safety, your child seat, safety latches, everything's there. Over here, you're going to get a 12-volt converter as well as another hook. You also need to get this release hatch for the back seats, so you can just pull, seat pops forward, and then you also have one on the seats right here if you want to pull it in from the front. That's pretty much everything at the back, besides the buttons that I was talking about back up here. So we're going to close it. Well, let's hop around. Start in the back seats. Well, I guess while I'm here, I could talk about the gas tank. If your vehicle's locked, this won't open. If your vehicle's unlocked, you just press, pops open, and then you get a little holder for your gas right there. You just pop it in. Of course, we do recommend 91 premium fuel for all these engines. So this interior is our upgraded Fiona red and black merino extended leather. You do get the Vernasca leather as a standard. Fortunately, this vehicle that I have is, I just can't show it because I only have the merino leather on it, which this is one of my favorite combinations for interior. I absolutely love the Fiona red and black combination. So yeah, then on the seats, each one of these headrests are adjustable up and down. Small button on the side you can push. And then there's also another one here where you can lift it up as well. A little small button there. Same thing with this one, it's adjustable. And then this one you can pull down just for the load through system, standard. Pop that in place. And then you also get this, another little armrest, and then cup holders for your backseat people to go into any takeout or anything like that. All of that's going to be standard. More of the child seat plugins, 3 seat belts. In the center console, you're going to get climate control system and 2 USB-C ports that you can do for charging down there. Climate control can be adjusted so that no matter what the temperature is back here, it doesn't affect the people in the front. Now let's hop into the driver's seat, and I'll take you guys through all the standard features there. Like I was talking about on the mirror, this is what it looks like. This little triangle right here, so if that lights up, that's your blind spot monitoring system. Now on the inside of the door, we have a door panel. So this one's red because of the Fiona red. Depending on some of your colors, it'll change. Most of the times it'll be black. Your standard buttons will be black as well. These are the galvanic controls, so I'll kind of come back to that. But basically all your window controls, your child lock at the back, as well as your mirror controls, power mirror fold in, and your trunk release here. Your central door locks have now moved to the door handle. They used to be on the last generation up in there. Very smartly moved, way more convenient being over here. And then you have your seat set as well. Coming down, you have an M40i badge. Ooh, so satisfying. And then you have your seat controls here. Standard maneuverings, your bolstering controls. This one's your lumbar support, not standard feature, so I'll come back to that. You will get an extra adjustability right here that you can bring forward. And then coming over here, you have your M Sport pedals. This one has a little protective on it as well. You can peel away, get a little M logo there. Not gonna peel too much away, leave it for the customer. Your hood release here, why don't we do that now? Let's take a look at the engine, B58 engine. This is what the engine bay looks like on the 40i. You have your 6-cylinder B58 engine, 383 horsepower. If you've been a BMW fan for a while, you will notice that there's a particularly lot of space down here beside the exhaust bay, which never used to be there. The replacement engine, the N55, was built on a slant, where now this one is more vertical straight up, and it gives you more exhaust room over here. And we can peek a look, we got a little snail turbocharger there. Since the battery is not up here in the front, you do have the cable. If you need to jump anybody, you just go right there. And then your negative terminal is usually close by. Oh, there it is. Your negative terminal is just over down here. A little negative sign. Your washer fluid, really the most important thing for people in the winter time, especially in our region. 2 braces here to kind of tie everything together. I believe there is a strut bar that might be mounted in. There used to be a strut bar there, but I don't think it's there actually anymore. It looks like they just have these braces right here. And then you, of course, have your engine cover, kind of protecting all the good stuff. That's basically what the B58 engine looks like, but I'm sure you guys are interested in what this sounds like. So let's do an engine startup for you and show you what that is. All right, now that you guys heard what it looks like, let's get back into the cockpit and go over the rest of the standard features. So we were kind of down by the pedals before. Moving on up, you do have a storage compartment right here. On your steering wheel, you do have a tab that pulls down right here, and you can do all the adjustability for it. Right here is gonna be all of your light controls. I always just leave it on automatic, but if you want to turn on your fog lights, turn them on manually. If you want to dim your interior lighting, your parking lights, everything like that, you can do. Your vent controls. Moving on to the steering wheel, you do have your turn signal stick, which is going to have your auto high beam button and your BC button. Your BC button will cycle through the information on your LCD. Another standard feature for the 40i compared to the 30i now is the Live Cockpit Professional, this full LCD screen, and your BC button right here. It's going to cycle through the information right here. So horsepower, torque, radio, nothing, efficiency, total kilometers, back through. I love how when you actually start the car, this will turn into a map, which I'll show you guys in a bit. Then you have your standard M Sport steering wheel here. I'm gonna hop in and go over some stuff here. So on the left side, you're gonna have your cruise control. Then you're gonna have your downshift button. On the right side, your upshift button and all of your infotainment system. So if you're scrolling here, it's gonna scroll through the radio controls. So when you're scrolling this button right here, all your radio controls are gonna pop up here depending on what you're in. Phone call button, and then the speech button. In the center here, you have your heated steering wheel button. Nice little BMW M logo at the bottom there. And then your washer stick right here. First one up is automatic, and then you can adjust the speed of it. And then the end toggle is going to be for your rear wiper. So to turn it on, and then if you want to spray it, you'd push even farther and it'll spray the back one. Moving on over, you do have your engine start stop button, which is going to be right here. And then below it, you have your engine automatic on off. So if you're in comfort or eco mode, your engine will automatically shut off when you come to a stop to save fuel. If you don't like that feature, you can click this button. When this light's lit up, your engine will not turn off at all. If you do go into sport mode, it automatically activates that. With your start engine stop button, you don't have to click it twice anymore like the last time you're getting out of your car. You just press it once, and then when you lock your car, everything shuts off. Your infotainment system, so with the M40i, you're going to come standard with the iDrive 7 compared to the 30i where you're getting iDrive 6 and the smaller screen. So this is going to be the 10.2 inch screen, maximizing it instead of the 8.8. I'm not going to go into a full detail of the iDrive 7 system because that's like another half an hour video. If you want to know everything there is to know about iDrive 7, just go ahead and click the link at the top of the video and that will show you everything there is to know about this. But I'll give you a little brief overview. Basically, you have your media, which you can go in all your different options, communication, your navigation, your maps, all standard. You can move your tiles at your main screen and you can configure these for them to be what you want. You have 1 tile, 2 tile, 3 tile, configure them anything you want. Your next one is going to be your car, which is going to be all of your everything. So your driving information, your vehicle status. So if you want to see sport gauges, which is pretty cool, you can see that. If you want to see X view to see if you're doing some off-road and you want to know what your angles are and everything, if you're worried about tipping, that's where you're at. It tells you your elevation as well and your direction of travel. If you want to see energy flow, all that's there. Main thing down, or the driver profiles, like I was talking about, right now it's guest. Settings. So this is going to be your main one. I love how in here, look at this, carbon black on the digital display. It shows you what the color, if you had alpine white, this would be alpine white. If it was black, that would be black blue. So basically, whatever color your car is on the outside, this is it. And then your settings here, all of your settings. Every time you go through a different one, exterior lighting, it highlights it. Driver's assistant, it highlights it. Doors and vehicles, it highlights it. Interior lighting, highlights it. I won't hop into this too much, but if you want the full thing, yeah, just click the link that was up at the top. Moving down below, you have your hazards buttons, which is in the same place. Now they replaced that door lock button with this quick key into your safety system. So you can configure all on or configure individual. So pedestrian warning, front collision warning, lane departure warning, active blind spot monitoring. You can configure all of those to be exactly how you want them to be. Moving down, we now have no more CD player. You still have your 1 through 8s, which I absolutely love because you can kind of program in anything you want. So say if you're a sporty guy, you love seeing the sport settings, you go driver's information, you highlight sport gauges, you click and press and highlight one, and boom, it's going to save this in. So no matter if you go back to main menu, you don't have to go all the way into settings again. You can just press the 1 button and it goes there. In my car, I have these saved up. So number 1 is my home navigation. Number 2 is my work navigation. Number 3 is my radio presets. And number 4 is my sport gauges, all my quick buttons. Your radio on off for volume control. You can also do your volume on your steering wheel, your mode, band, next song, everything like that. Moving down is your climate control system. Standard heated seats, standard heated steering wheel on this, standard dual climate control. So if you turn this on, you can have it on either side of the vehicle. I always leave it on auto. 23 degrees is my setting, fan medium, and basically your windows will never fog up if you leave it on auto because it will auto sense it and direct the air back up there. If you, I'll come back to it in a little bit for the ventilated seats, but that's what this blank tile is for. And then moving down, you do have a nice M logo right here and like a cup holder shield. Push that up and you do have your cup holders, and there would be just like a normal tray here since this one is upgraded. I'll come back to the wireless charging pad, USB port, 12-volt converter. Moving down from there, you have your electronic transmission controls with BMW. You push back, push forward. You just got to make sure that you're pushing the unlock button and it will move into gear, and this will highlight green what gear it's in. It's just not showing it because the car is not on right now. And then when you want to park, you just press the P and it goes into park. Off to the left, you have your traction control system. I don't know why you'd ever turn this off unless you're trying to do drifting in the parking lot. It does have a system where you click it once and it'll activate DTC, which is basically if you got stuck and you're just trying to go get out of being stuck, click this once and it'll give like all the wheels maximum traction. And then once you get up above like 50 km/h, it turns it off. Then you have Sport, Comfort, Eco mode. You can change these at any time, and it changes the performance of the vehicle, the engine, the suspension. That's sport mode. You can see the gauges go red. Comfort mode, orange, and eco mode, blue. There is one other mode that you can click, which is adaptive. So the vehicle, the M40i, does come standard with the adaptive M suspension. Basically, if you click adaptive, the vehicle will adapt suspension, engine, everything will adapt to your driving style. So if you're always really aggressive on the car, it's gonna put it into sport mode. If you're always like eco mode, it's gonna put it into eco mode, and it's gonna adapt to your driving style. Next one down is the proximity sensors, the park distance control system. If you click and engage that on the system, it will show your proximity. So if somebody gets close to you, the first ring is green, yellow, red. If you put it into reverse, your backup camera will automatically take up half of the screen, and this will shrink down to a smaller size and go over there. The next button is if you want to limit your speed while you're going down a hill. And then over here is your electronic parking brake. You just pull up, it activates, push down, and it deactivates. This does allow you to have the auto hold brake feature. So if you press this engaged, you'll be able to rest at a red light without having your foot on the brake. And then you do have your iDrive controller, which has all your short key buttons, as well as like you can control this. At any point, you can use just your finger and touchscreen this like I was showing you earlier, or you can use the iDrive controller. This is also touch sensitive. You can draw letters on here. And then moving over, you have your glove box. Just looks like that, pretty standard, any traditional car. Moving up, you do have your auto dimming mirror and your light controls right here as well as built-in microphones here, and over here if the passenger wants to talk as well. One thing to note with this vehicle, you do get the variable sports steering and the sports transmission part of the package, as well as the performance control. Basically, you're going to get launch control. After you hit 2,000 kilometers, you can activate the launch control. You put this car into sport mode, put both your feet on the pedals, and this car will launch and give you basically like a drag race feel. If you're ever trying to race anybody, launch control is what you need. In the center console, open it up, and there's just one USB-C charger in there. And that is pretty much everything for all the standard features on this vehicle. All right, now I've showed you guys all the standard features for the vehicle. If you've made it this far, please absolutely smash that like button, as it does help my channel grow. Now I'm gonna hop into the Premium Essential package and show you what all these added items are gonna be if you get this package. It's gonna be the universal remote control. So you can program in your garage door opener, these 3 buttons on the below in the mirror. The next feature is going to be the panorama sunroof. So you're gonna get your panorama sunroof control here, and then you get this huge sunroof that is absolutely amazing if you're ever driving through the city, anybody in the back seat. Literally the best feature on this car, I think. The next one is gonna be your comfort door access. So what that means is on your door handle, you're gonna get 3 little ribs right here. You can basically lock the car door just by pressing that. When you want to unlock the car door, you just put your hand inside and it automatically unlocks the car for you. Part of that system is also going to be the comfort access at the back, where for your trunk, if you want to open it up, all you have to do is do a little foot kick and your trunk is going to open up for you. Same thing with closing it as well. Just go in, do a little foot kick, and the trunk's going to close for you. Gives you a little beeping noise, lets you know it's closing so you don't bump your head. Cool thing about the trunk is in the settings, you can actually configure this to, open up 100%, 95%, 85%. So if you're a shorter person and you're having a hard time clicking those buttons, you can make it so that the trunk doesn't open up all the way. Or if you're in like a really tight garage and you worry about bumping something, you can just adjust that. So the next feature, part of your essential package, is going to be the ambient lighting. So you notice when I open the door here, you have this nice purple lighting on the front and rear doors, as well as above the glove box there. And you can change that in the settings between a bunch of different colors. So I'll show you quickly in the settings. You go settings, you go over to interior lighting, and then boom, you can change the color, all these different colors. If we click green, you're gonna notice it's gonna change to green. If I do blue, change to blue. If I do white, changes to white. You can pick your favorite color. And then the last one is going to be the wireless charging pad. So now new for 2021, it's part of the Premium Essential package instead of being Ultimate or one-off, which is really useful. Putting your phone on there, it charges itself. And then you also get the Wi-Fi hotspot and extended Bluetooth with that. So you can have 2 phones programmed into the Bluetooth while you're driving. All right, now that's everything for the Premium Essential package. I'm gonna hop in and show you guys everything that's included in the Enhanced package. The Enhanced package is gonna have everything from the Essential plus a couple more items, and that's what I'm gonna highlight here for you. So now let's talk about the Enhanced package. So the first thing that's gonna be above and beyond the Essential package and all your standard features is gonna be in the Enhanced is this rear side shade that you can pop up there. That's going to be one feature. Your next feature is going to be your heads-up display unit. So in the vehicle, you can see there's a projector there. It's going to display information on your windshield. And then in your settings, you can even turn this off if you don't like it. You can change the brightness of it. You can change the height. You can change the rotation. You can include what information is going to be in your heads-up display. Everything like that. Whether you got sport gauges, whether they're in, when you activate sport mode, they pop up, whether they're always there or never there. So you can see the heads-up display, changing the radio controls. You can see the speed. Pretty cool. head-up display unit. It gives you all the information you need without having to bring your eyes down here, and your navigation will show up there. So it just makes it a little bit safer when you're driving. The next one is going to be the lumbar support. I kind of briefed on it earlier. Basically, this is going to control lower back lumbar support. Next one's going to be the galvanic controls. So you're getting this silver color. That's going to be part of the enhanced package. And then the next one is going to be rear heated seats. So at the back here, you're going to get the rear heated seats that you can get when you get premium enhanced. It's going to be the Harman Kardon sound system. So a nice upgraded sound system, which is new for 2021. That's part of the enhanced package. Before, the Harman Kardon always was a one-off feature or part of the ultimate. Now any enhanced package vehicle has it, which makes it a lot better for all my in-stock units. So the last feature for the premium enhanced package is going to be the storage compartment. So you're going to get this net that's going to be on the back of either seats, and then at the back there was the additional net in the bottom left corner. That's going to be your storage compartment package. Okay, now I've showed you guys everything from the essential package, the enhanced package. Now let's dive into the advanced driver's assist package and show you what's coming in with that. All right, so now let's talk about the advanced driver's assist package. So you're gonna get 2 items in the advanced driver's assist package. The first one is gonna be the driver's assistant plus. All you're gonna notice is that at the front on your steering wheel, you're gonna have a couple extra buttons. I'll plug in right here what it looks like. That's for when you have the active stop and go cruise control, you have buttons on either side. And at the front of the vehicle, you get a little sensor in the bumper. The other one is going to be the 360 parking camera. So you would have an extra button here. You'd have an extra button down here for the 360 camera where you can pull up and have a bird's eye view of what the vehicle is looking around. Basically, that system also allows the vehicle to park itself. If you want to know all the features about the system, just go ahead and click the link at the top of the screen, and I'll kind of flash forward for both of them, the advanced stop and go cruise control and the parking assistant with the 360 camera. Basically, the 360 camera just on top of your rear view camera also adds in a camera at the bottom of your mirror and adds in a camera right in between your kidney grills. So there would be another camera right in between the kidney grills right there. All right, now I've showed you guys almost all of the packages, the essential, the enhanced, the advanced driver's assist. The only one left is the ultimate package. So let's hop into that and show you what the additional features are that you're gonna get in the ultimate package. So with the ultimate package, you're gonna get everything from the premium enhanced package, and you're gonna get everything from the advanced driver's assist package, plus a couple extra features. It's gonna be adjustable rear seats. So this vehicle doesn't have it, but basically you get another switch that's right here. I'll plug in the image of what it looks like, and you can adjust the pitch on this. The next feature that's going to be part of the package is going to be the ambient air package. I'll show you guys what the image looks like right now. It's basically built into the glove box. You get 2 air fresheners. If you want to know everything there is to know about the ambient air package, how to install and everything, just click the link at the top of the screen and I'll dive into that feature. And then the last item that it's going to include is going to be the gesture control. So you are going to get gesture control with the ultimate package, where you can basically wave your finger in the dash to turn the volume up, turn the volume down, and do a couple different commands. Everything like that. If you want to know everything there is to know about gesture control, click the link at the top of the screen. Okay, now that I've showed you guys all of the packages that you can get, let's go through some of the individual items that you can order. With BMW, you can really customize the vehicle and get a lot of individual items that you can get. I'm going to show you guys what can be individual items and what is some individual items that weren't available. No matter if you get the ultimate package, you still have to add this on, like the ventilated seats. Okay, so that's all the packages. Now with BMW, you can configure for a lot of individual items. One thing you can get is the ventilated seats. The ventilated seats is not possible with the Merino leather, but a couple of the Vernasca leather, you can get perforated versions. If you do get the ventilated seats, this blank tab would turn into your heated seats, and then this would become your ventilated seat option right here. You can also individually get the 360 parking camera, which is a $1,000 feature I was talking about before. You can also change all the trim options. So you have your trim that's on the door, the trim that's up here on your center console. All of that stuff can be changed to be different trim options, whether you want a different aluminum or you want a wood trim. A couple other one-off features that you can add in. Say no matter what package you get, like you don't want enhanced, you just want essential, but then you want lumbar support, you can just add lumbar support as a one-off feature. You can also add in a trailer tow hitch at the back if you plan on towing anything. So it will remove the kick feature. So you want to make sure that if you want the kick feature, you don't get the trailer tow hitch, but if you need it, just get it. That can be a one-off feature that's not going to be included in any packages. I believe the ventilated seats and the trailer tow hitch are the only two things that aren't included in any of the other packages. Oh, and the high gloss black kidney grills. So you can get the high gloss black kidney grills, which would be a one-off feature. So those are the three items that no matter what package you get, if you want those, you have to add them in individually. Very rare to find on a dealer's lot. And then there's also the M Sport differential. So my apologies, there's four things. So there's four things that you can get, or no. So there's 5 different items that you can get that's not going to be part of any of these packages. The first one's going to be the 21-inch individual wheel option. The next one's going to be the M Sport differential, so the limited slip differential in the rear. The next one's going to be the ventilated seats in the front, the trailer tow hitch in the back, and then the last one is going to be the high gloss black kidney grill. So no matter what package you get, ultimate package, those are 5 things that are not going to be included in the ultimate package. Thanks for making it this far. I do just want to highlight one thing. If you do love my new suit here, I just ordered it from Couture Suits. I did a custom lining on it for the back of the jersey. It's also with my jacket vest is like that as well. If you are somebody who has to wear a suit for work, you need something that's reliable, custom made to your body measurements, as well as price flexible, then check out Couture Suits. It is in the description below. Use the promo code for 30% off your next order, and just put in the comments that you want one of these sweet linings, and I'll make sure to add it in there for you. Okay, so that's everything I have for all the features, everything like that. Now let's hop into the ordering guides, and I can show you guys what all the prices points are, what everything is if you're looking to spec out this. I'll also go over all of the individual paint options and the interior options, and then I'll show you guys the technical specs if you're looking at all the sizing on the X3 M40i. Okay, so this is the retail ordering guide for the X3s. It's going to show all the variants. We're going to focus in on the one all the way on the right for the X3 M40i. Have our starting price point, the paint. Now we're moving into the upholsteries, premium essential package. Each slide is going to be for about 4 seconds, so if you want to review everything, just go ahead and pause. But other than that, I'm just going to move through all the slides and briefly highlight each one. So now we can see our premium enhanced package, what is going to start to include there for $6,350. Moving down, ultimate package, don't really need this for the 40i. Skipping down to the actual ultimate package for the 40i, then moving into the individual options that you can get. So like we talked about, you can get all these individual items, and then moving down after that, we're going to get into the standard features. So once again, just focus on the category on the right, which is going to highlight all the standard features that are for the M40i. Everything else is for the 30i or the 30e. And then going down into our wheel options, what's standard, no charge, versus the individual option 21-inch wheels. That's everything for the retail ordering guide and the prices. So the next slide is going to be the technical specs for the X3s and then all of its variants. So once again, each slide is going to be about 4 seconds, so just go ahead and pause it if you want to read anything and go into the details. Focus on the category on the right, which is going to be for the X3 M40i. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it all the way to the end, smash that like button if you haven't already. Thank you very much. Subscribe for more BMW content in the future. If you are in the Toronto area and you are in the marketplace for an X3 M40 or any other BMW, make sure you hit me up. My email is in the description below, and I'll make sure to give you the best purchase experience you can get when buying a BMW. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next time.